Picture Jim WATSONAFPGetty images Donald Trump touchdown in Vietnam this week as part of his presidential visits of Asia. Just landed in Da Nang, Vietnam to deliver a speech at APEC 2017, Donald J. Trump at Real Donald Trump November 10, 2017. He's attending the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, where Vladimir Putin will also be present. This visit to the nation has not been without its controversy, as many of Mr. Trump's detractors believe he should have originally traveled there around 50 years ago, during the late 1960s, when Trump was still in his 20s. He managed to avoid serving in the Vietnam War thanks to a medical condition. According to the New York Times, Trump suffered from bone spurs in his heels, which was one of 5 deferments he received during the conflict. The other 4 were education-related. Trump's lack of service in the military during this period was repeatedly noted during his rise to power, with John McCain recently appearing to aim a jab at POTUS on the subject. It should also be noted that the FBI's Robert Mueller, who is investigating alleged Russian connections to the 2016 election, served in Vietnam, as reported by USA Today. In an interesting coincidence, it will be Veterans Day on the 11th of November in America while Mr. Trump is over there. The fact that Mr. Trump is now in Vietnam has meant that countless Bone Spurs jokes are now appearing all over Twitter. Here are just a few. Trump is finally going to Vietnam. I guess his bone spurs healed. Coward Trump, Raging Bull. No trumpet toad. Rapadim to November 4, 2017. Well, Trump is finally in Vietnam. No bone spurs this time. Curiously, writer Louise Leung at Rice7 November 10, 2017. Hey, at Real Donald Trump, now that you're in Vietnam, has your painful bone spurs flared up? Pic.twitter.com 22 Cobb GB6 GED. Lorian and Yobs Nas Purple Heart Rocket 25 The 45. Now November 10, 2017. In the 1960s, Bob Mueller was fighting in Vietnam while President Bone Spurs was busy fighting for bowling trophies. Coward Trump Bone Spurs. Pic.twitter.com LM Strictly Cove Fifi Radio at Christic November 4, 2017. So President Bone Spurs will be spending Veterans Day in Vietnam. You can't make this stuff up, except for the Bone Spurs part. He totally made that part up. The declaration at the Clayton News on November 10, 2017. And this time Bone Spurs didn't get in the way. Travin Free at Travin November 10, 2017. Man with Bone Spurs calls actual Veteran Week on Vets. https://cogfolk42 Judd Legum Juddlegum November 7, 2017. You're 50 years late. Donald Dem Bone Spurs. https://copex Halcrotendon at Halcrotendon November 10, 2017. Trump Bone Spurs for Vietnam, but 1968 Pick W Athletic Award. Mueller Vietnam, 3rd Marine Div. 1969. Purple Heart Fireproof Mueller. Pic.twitter.com R8BTXWQCKJ. Mark A. Carrero at Carreram November 10, 2017. On Veterans Day weekend, that draft-dodging pause. Trump finally arrives in Vietnam some 50 years later. His bone spurs seem fine now. Chicken MAGA coward chicken. The resistance Democrats resist draft dodger. Vietnam Trump bone spurs deferment. MAGA America USA United States. Pic.twitter.com Klutex at the Dixon Cider November 10, 2017. Glad to hear that bone spurs didn't stop you from getting to Vietnam this time. Matt Redmond at Matt Redmond 22 November 10, 2017. More the insulting things Donald Trump has said about the 5 Asian countries he is about to visit.